Hi, this is Jarrett Stepman from Guns and Patriots. I'm here with Katie Pavlich, who's a news editor at townhall.com, and she's the writer of Fast and Furious, Barack Obama's Bloodiest Scandal and its Shameless Cover-Up. Hi, Katie. How are you doing?
I'm
Glad
doing
you could be here with me to talk with me about your new book. And since this is your first book, tell me why you decided to pick the topic of Operation Fast and Furious, why it was a big deal to you, why you figured that this could be something that was important to cover, maybe something that hasn't been talked about a lot before you actually started writing this book. So if you could just go into why you decided to write this book as your first book.
There's so many reasons why I wanted to write this book. The first being that innocent lives, and especially our own federal agents, have been killed as a result of this program. You know, you can talk about scandals all you want, but when it involves human lives and using them for political purposes, I think there's a reason that, you know, for looking further into that. I also wanted to know why there was so much stonewalling coming from the Justice Department and Homeland Security on this issue. If it wasn't, you know, such a bad program, then why aren't they talking about it, and why aren't they allowing Congress to continue with their investigation?
I see, and one thing that I think maybe a lot of people around the country don't understand, there's two different terms that we hear regarding this Operation Fast and Furious. We hear Operation Gunwalker and we hear Operation Fast and Furious. Can you explain the differences between Operation Gunwalker, which apparently started under George W. Bush, and Operation Fast and Furious?
Well, actually, Project Gun Runner was but I'll tell you where you got that from. Project Gun Runner was the official overreaching initiative started under the Bush administration in 2006 as a pilot program, and the goal was to start arresting these straw purchasers who were transferring arms to Mexican cartels in Mexico. The difference is they were actually arresting straw purchasers and putting them in jail rather than allowing them to transfer those arms, preventing the transfer of them, which was the goal of Project Gun Runner. Now, Operation Fast and Furious, completely different story. They were allowing these straw purchasers under surveillance to come in, buy hundreds of high-powered weapons, AK-47s, 50 caliber rifles, and transferring them to Mexican cartels in Mexico, allowing them to cross an international border with no interdiction after being under surveillance and watching them break the law over and over and over again. So that's the basic difference between the two. And where you get the Project Gunwalker from is in Operation Fast and Furious, guns were being walked into Mexico, allowed to walk into the hands of dangerous criminals, and that's where that saying comes from.